Knowledge is a vast ocean, and we as human beings were able to only get 1% of it. We don't realize that the time and effort we put into looking for knowledge outside actually resides within us. This internal knowledge can lead us to the profound journey of abundance. This may seem a little too technical, but it truly isn't. The answer we look for always moves with us. We are just looking at the wrong place. Have you ever thought about what would happen if the world didn't exist anymore? You, me, we all are not there. What is left? Are we only made up of gaseous and masses? No, we are meant to be a lot more. Every cell within us tells a story. Our bodies and our minds are vast than any planet in this universe. Our exploration starts with the very first building blocks of life, our DNA. Now, let me tell you a hidden secret. DNA is composed of 5 elements. It is not just a genetic code, but a symphony of frequencies. This may seem like a bluff to you, but in reality it isn't. Terrence Howard, the person who has marked his esteemed presence in the field of entertainment, has something for the world to you. Our world greets scientific data and throws out any kind of assumptions in the trash can. Therefore, here we are revealing to you an actual solution, a revolutionary tool, the idea of a harmonic wave sequencer, which can restore the body's balance. How is it going to do that? Terrence has collaborated with a doctor who has successfully treated diseases using frequency, emphasizing the simplicity of healing through harmonic waves. So, what I'm trying to tell you is, our bodies are made up of frequencies, and the reason we have problems like health and mental issues is because of the imbalance in its vibration. Understanding these vibrations holds the key to the universe. Let's get back to the inner understanding of this frequency. I told you about the elements in our DNA. Now picture the double helix structure as a musical score, with the hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, and oxygen. Now, let's focus on the role of phosphorus, positioned right at the core of this genetic score. Imagine it as the central note, and surrounding it are 4 oxygen atoms, creating the legs of the double helix. We have another phosphorus accompanied by 2 more oxygen atoms. These sequences form the backbone of our genetic composition that Terrence refers to as adenine, guanine, camine, and thymine, the ATCGs of our DNA. The combination of each of these elements form a unique scale for each individual. Our focus is the frequencies at which hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen resonate and become the key signature of our genetic song. For instance, you have made up a pact with your friends, and every time you go out to a dance and that one song plays, you all start to do a particular dance move. That is your move. So even when you are not with your friends and you hear that song play, the DNA structure inside of you strengthens. It pulls together each strand and pairs them up into a synchronized sound wave. This brings your bodies back to their natural rhythm. It's akin to tuning an instrument, ensuring that each note resonates in perfect harmony, restoring balance to our biological composition. You will be shocked to know that Terrence is developing this device, which has the ability to cure incurable diseases, such as AIDS and cancer. The understanding of frequencies was not as prevalent as it is in the modern world. You will be surprised to know that, due to the effectiveness of frequencies, in the current scenario, there has been a change in the standards of the music industry. It may seem trivial, but the standard tuning of instruments has changed from 402 Hz to 440 Hz. Now, was it just a mere coincidence? Or is there a deeper meaning to it? Previously, the musical instruments would play at the 402 Hz frequency because it was believed that this frequency was the closest to that of the universes. However, in the early 20th century, things changed. The music standardization was moved to 440 Hz. On one hand, there are musicians who claim that the difference is too minor to affect anybody. However, on the other hand, there are theories that suggest that this minor shift was made so in order for no one to notice the difference. And this standardization would very minutely affect the human mind, their behavior and moods. Nonetheless, years have passed, but the debate still continues. This isn't about the change in the tuning frequency, but it's about the intrinsic power of frequency. Since ancient times, though we all are from different cultures, what has always remained common was our interest in music. It is an explosive expression of humanity. It's something we are all touched by. No matter what culture we're from, everyone loves music. It is not about the tune but the frequency. From Gregorian monk chants to the Tibetan bells, a lot of it has been used since ancient times for healing. Why is that? Music is a manner we induce the right frequency in our systems. No matter what mood you are in, when you listen to your favorite song, your world changes. That's because the frequency of the music resonates with your inner frequency, and you vibrate in the same motion and the same speed. A 2011 study from the McGill University in Canada found out that listening to music increases the amount of dopamine, which in return enhances the mood chemical, making it a feasible treatment for depression. Now, it is important to understand that our brain has a deep connection to music because it is hardwired in our brains and bodies. We all have that music that triggers happy or sad memories. That may be your wedding song or loss of someone close. The sound waves music creates affects our brain. Now, obviously, the effect is different from any other human being, so this is sort of a gray area. However, what we know for sure is that frequencies hold the power to treat anybody. Now, the impacts of the right frequency are as good as the impacts of the 440 Hz, which is technically bad. A lot of conspiracy theories have suggested that this minor change was made to create an imbalance in the mood levels. It is also believed by many that during the Nazi Revolution, this frequency of music was used for manipulation. So you can imagine the people who are aware of the power of frequencies are raising their voice. In the modern scientific world, the answers to understanding the importance of frequencies can be backed by neuroscience and even quantum physics. Take a minute. Stop and think about the unseen forces that shape our world. From the tiniest atoms to the vastness of space, everything is vibrating at its own speed. For atoms, the vibration is too small to be noticed with the naked eye. The building block of an atom, or anything around us, is not solid but a dance of potentialities, vibrating at specific frequencies. They represent energy levels. Now, shift your focus to the human world. Your heartbeat itself is a dance between 60 to 100 beats per minute. That is the most important testament in our biological system. These beats can be affected by the slightest hormonal shift. Our brain system, the nerve impulses flow at a certain frequency. Nikola Tesla once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." His groundbreaking work with alternating current demonstrated the transformative power of manipulating frequencies. This man himself was able to build an electromechanical oscillator that was known as Tesla's earthquake machine. He understood that the fundamental existence of the world is on frequencies. Hence, he was able to discover and point out things that shook the physical world. This small machine of his had the potential to shake and make an entire building fall only by vibrating at a certain level, complementing the building's frequency. Since you already know that the human body is also a harmony of frequency, it is also evident that in case any frequency goes out of tone, that system will not work. For instance, the resonance frequency of your eye socket is around 8 Hz. Any exposure to this frequency can lead to discomfort and blurred vision. On a much more bigger level, when you look up at the twinkling stars, in reality, these celestial bodies are not just twinkling. They resonate with frequencies that are like the universe's hidden symphony. Sun has a unique vibration. Any object in space is vibrating. The universe itself is humming a tune, and we are just starting to tune in. Are you aware of the concept of reverberation? When multiple sound waves resonate in the same frequency, the waves sink in to give a much bigger wave. In case of frequencies, that's what happens. When we listen to happy tunes, which aligns with our inner frequencies, our levels of happiness increase. As beautiful it is, it can be disastrous as well. In 1940, a disaster happened with the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. The architectural and natural frequencies aligned, causing the bridge to vibrate at the natural rhythmic force, which made the bridge collapse. History is a witness when brilliant minds have tried to tell us the importance of frequencies. However, for us, the music of the universe has vanished in the noise of our busy lives. We are missing out on the music that could potentially solve all of our problems. We are so busy in our fast-paced lives, which are bombarded with distractions, that our spiritual calling get drowned out. It is surprising, but it is the truth that the universe keeps calling, but all our telecom lines are busy in the noise of our daily existence. Now picture this. If the universe is composed of frequencies, understanding and harnessing them will definitely transform our lives. You will have health, wealth, and a proper mindset. So, if we were to align our frequencies in the correct lane to have unprecedented growth, why hasn't this practice been so prevalent? It is astonishing to know that every time a researcher cracked the understanding of frequency to invent something that had a common benefit, they were silenced. It is not a smooth journey for those who dare to challenge the norms. Even if 1% of the conspiracy theory about deliberately changing the hertz, imbalancing the internal levels to cause anxiety is true, then the existence of a profound understanding about revolutionary inventions can also be true. Nikola Tesla was ahead of his time. His genius inventions had the power to revolutionize the whole world. However, it is sad that many of his research works and papers were taken in by the government because they thought the inventions were too transformative for the general public. The same also goes for Royal Raymond Rife. This person was able to defeat our common enemy, cancer, by way of frequency. However, it is sad to know that his brilliance was swept under the rug of legal actions. This pattern is so cobalt, yet so prevalent, from Wilhelm Reich to Dr. Judy Mikovits. All those individuals who tried to advocate for unconventional ideas often found themselves silenced. Now let me tell you something. From the point of view of an influential person from the entertainment industry, it has been a common trend to cancel them out in case they raise their voices on different monopoly industries. As for Terence, a lot of his research work is currently under the scientific scrutiny. The gameplay is bigger here. Raymond's frequency therapy was subjected to a lot of legal problems because the entire medical business industries were against him. If his works were proved to be beneficial for the people, the pharma industry would collapse, leading with a lot of royalty money in one hand. It's not just a historical pattern, it's happening now. Those who challenge the status quo, be it in science, society, or entertainment, find themselves at odds with the mainstream narrative. The question arises, is this a self-protective response from established institutions, or does it hinder progress by stifling innovation? Those who are in power will never let anything disturb their status quo. That's where the fourth pillar of democracy, the media, comes into play. However, even there we find selective coverage of innovative ideas. The modern world is blinded with putting things aside that do not resonate with the profit models. Even before understanding the advantage or the disadvantage, it is important for the public to know what frequencies can do. In the realm of sound and health, measurable vibrations interact without our biological system. For instance, sound therapy has been found to lower blood pressure and reduce migraine symptoms. High-intensity focused ultrasound and transcranial magnetic stimulation, although not directly sound, use frequencies to treat ailments effectively. It's like a targeted healing dance for our bodies. In an experiment, participants exposed to 5 and 28 Hz sound waves reported more relaxation, joy, and creativity. It's like discovering the love frequency that connects our spiritual essence to our material existence. However, one more side exists that talks about the realm of control and manipulation. You must have experienced headaches or migraines when you listen to noise in the form of music. Those frequencies disturb your inner vibration. Similarly, sonic weapons like long-range acoustic devices can cause disorientation and pain. Therefore, as much power exists in the good of frequency, in the same manner, frequency can do extensive harm, while sound can heal, comfort, and restore. Misusing it has the potential to control or instigate distress. As we understand the full capabilities of frequencies in our physiology and psychology, navigating the fine line between beneficial and harmful applications becomes crucial. Right now, we need self-awareness. In the era where information is just a click away, self-assessment over agendas, research will help us filter out the unwanted and destructive information to circulate. As we navigate this landscape of sound and frequency, let's not forget the ancient wisdom that echoes through modern science. Culture is world we have turned to the vibrations of the earth, and the harmonies of the cosmos for connection and healing. As a celestial being having the internal frequency similar to the vibrations of the universe, it is our responsibility to not be daunted by the silence of the mainstream. Before anything else, find out your own frequency, match it with the universe. It is your time to assemble the whispers of the forgotten knowledge with skepticism and hope. You might just discover the frequencies that resonate with the deepest potential. You will find happiness and great health. You have in your hands the power to transform your lives and help others find a way. So, what are you waiting for? Open up and embrace the symphony of the universe.